What is going on, everyone? So welcome back to another episode. This is the show where I showcase some myths that the Sea of Thieves community suggests to me. Wow, that was so hard to say. So if you want to suggest some myths and you want to be featured in one of these videos, what you can do is head down to the description, come and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or join my Discord and have a look at the myth busting chat. Failing that, you can always just comment on this video and I will have a look for next week's episode. Also, if you want to earn some really cool perks, go down to the subscription box, then click join. So with all of that being said, let's just get straight into the myths. So the first myth comes from the man Direstorm. He wants to know, can you explore other parts of the map with the shroud breaker attached to your ship? So with that being said, let's get straight into testing it. So I went about doing this a few ways. First of all, what I'd done is just scaled the entire map just very narrowly outside onto the Red Sea to see if anything would happen. Now, nothing originally happened to me the first time I done this, but that is most definitely because I wasn't out far enough to cause any issues to my boat. So in another session, a couple days later, when I was playing on a different ship with some other people, what we done is went directly south outside of the Devil's Roar to see if we could find anything. Now, we also done this exact same approach and same tactic over to the west side of the map. Roughly around Smuggler's Bay. I can't remember exactly where it is, but anyway, you get the point. And both of those two attempts yielded the exact same result. So this prompted me to have a look around the Devil's Roar to see if there's anything we've missed, because if you didn't know, the Devil's Roar is the newest area, aside from the Shores of Gold, that has been added into the game. Because my thought was, if there's going to be anything outside of the Shroud, and if there's anything that I can get to, it would probably be in one of the newer areas. It didn't seem likely to me that they would have changed some of the old areas, although I do know just off to the side of the map there is a couple islands that you can see in the distance. Unfortunately, I don't think anyone's gotten there or even gotten close. And to be honest, I'm not really sure if they are islands or just bits of rock that are sticking out of the water, but anyway, I didn't bother going there, so don't worry about that. Although if you do want me to test that, just put it down in the comments and hopefully I'll get to it next week. So anyway, what you see in the video is pretty much all that happens. You'll just either end up A, black screening and despawning, or B, your boat will just sink and you'll crash. If you take a rowboat, what it's going to do is instantly destroy the second you pull it off the back of the boat, so that won't help you either. But the plus side of all this, I did find some barrels just hanging out on the outside of the Red Sea, so I don't know. Win, I guess. So hopefully that answers your myth. Now on to the next myth. This one comes straight from Discord, and the question in answer is, can Athena's 10s be worse than me? Honest answer, yeah, the arena's proof of that. Anyway, on to the next myth. Now this wasn't actually something that was suggested to me, it's a comment that was shown to me by an admin in my Discord, and I thought, hey, that's pretty cool, let's test that. And this question says this: hey, if you go to the Shores of Gold, all Pondies are trophies. So let's give that a test, shall we? So what we done is went up to Tribute Peak, which is in the Shores of Gold. If you don't know what that is though, just finish the Tall Tale story, you'll find out. And then we set out to have a look in 3 different ponds. Now I only filmed 2 for the sake of this video because the third one was the same result. So what we done is went to a few different ponds that are located around the map. Now it's important to note that not every single pond in Tribute Peak is fishable. Some of them don't have fish in them at all, so it is a waste of time trying. And that is why we tested a few different ponds. But to make sure this experiment was 100% a success, we did test it a few more times just to make 100% sure. And as I'm sure you would imagine, unfortunately, that is not the case. But we did find some really cool things out from this, so I'm just going to talk about that really quickly. So firstly, there's a little cave located on Tribute Peak, that is the Shores of Gold, that you do exit out once you complete the Tall Tale. Now I'm not going to tell you where that is because that might spoil it if you haven't done it already, but I'm going to tell you something really cool about that cave. So that is without a doubt the best location where you can farm Pondies. Now it's way better than Mermaid's Hideaway, but of course you need to have the Shroud Breaker attached to your ship to get there, so there is a little bit of a catch-22 with doing this. But what I found out, and this is 100% confirmed because I gave it the good old cynical test, if that's even a thing, and I did confirm that it does take half of the time to reel in a Pondie there, as compared to Mermaid's Hideaway. Now I know it's a bit of a hassle to get there, but if you do want to try it out, give it a go, I promise you it will be worth it. So if you want to keep updated with this channel and have a look at every single episode when it does come out, what I suggest you do is go down and hit that subscribe button, then hit that little notification bell, or a ship belt depending on what you want to call it. And that should theoretically notify you every time I do upload a video. Also, if you want to see what I get up to when I don't post videos of Sea of Thieves, what you can do is go down to my Instagram and have a look. I post a bunch of screenshots of fans I meet and just stuff in general I do on Sea of Thieves, even some real life stuff, so hey, maybe a face reveal sometime soon, who knows. Anyway, with that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Listen.